Alright guys, we're going to make a laminated color here today, and I'm going to show you before I get started. I already had this pearl color. I just added more flakes to it. That's what I done. I wanted more flake in it. I already had it. I'm reusing it. This is some mold, and this is called a laminating plate. As you can see, it's just a smooth piece, and this is the piece with half of it. What you do is you put that together. That way you're only going to pour half of it, okay? And you got to put both sides up. But you just put that together. All right. Now I'm going to clamp this. Slide my clamper together, and I tighten it up. So I went to these screw down clamps because I had a little flashing a couple times. Now I'm going to shoot half the body. There's half of the body, and this is the willowtails. I'm going to go ahead and make them while I'm doing it. I don't like shooting just one mold. Usually I'll shoot two molds while I'm shooting. Okay, I'm going to let that set up. Then I got to cut the tails off the willowtails. Yeah. And on this mold, I got to separate the half, and I'll show you. Let's let that cool. About 5 minutes, guys. All right, folks. Now, let's get that out of the way. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you this. This is a Stinger Shad. See, I poured half of them. That side's just flat. Now, before I can go on with it, I got to get this runner out of here. Now, I've got the microwave already running with the next color. All right. And guys, I'm still learning on this. Once in a while, I have one that falls apart on me, where they go together there a little bit. Usually after I catch a fish or two. Sometimes you catch 2 or 3 fish and it'll separate on you. And, you know, I know that's not a good thing, but it's cause, if you get it too hot, they mix up. Now I'll take the other half here now and add to it. And I'll share more with you in a minute. Let me finish what I'm doing here. Now, this one is the willowtail. It pulled out. On the willowtail, I've done it 2 ways. You know, once I cut the tails off and leave the tails in there, okay? And that works okay. But what I found out with that is that some perch will have a tendency to pull them off. So what I started doing was coming up here like this to the first ring on the body and cut them off, okay? So I'm going to cut the rest of these off. Okay, I'm not going to put all that on camera. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to lay them back in the mold where they go, like this. Okay? Alright, then we're going to pour the next color. Okay, guys, the second color is going to be green pumpkin. Alright? Now, I had some green pumpkin left over from another pouring, so I reused that. And I added a little liquid plastic to it. Alright, we're at 342. I want to be, this is what people ask me, and I'm learning about this, guys. I could be wrong, so make it say, nah, that ain't right. This is what I'm learning from experience. If I get too hot, it destroys my pearl I done put in there. If I don't get hot enough, I don't get it laminated, I don't get a bond. I need to be around 325. Okay, right there is 325 exactly. Alright, let's get a gun I haven't cleaned. I ain't cleaned that one. That's still got the pearl in it. A little bit of something, but still sticking. Alright, here we go. Alright, and I'm going to do the Stinger Shad first. Alright, then I'm going to do the willowtail. I'm going to hold a little pressure on the willowtail. But that's what I've been learning. 330. Something like, 330 seems to be good. 325. A couple times I've been too hot, it destroys them. So this is what they look like when they come out, and we'll talk about that. Let's open these up. Alright. We'll do the willowtails first, since that's what came out. Bam! What do you think? Can you see? I don't know if the camera's letting you see the orange in them or not. Alright. Got small orange flake. Now, guys, this orange flake, you see it's very teeny, 008. Green pumpkin with the orange flake. And it's not a real dark green pumpkin. I could have put more green pumpkin in it if I wanted to, but I didn't. And, well, I said this before, it's got black and orange in it. When you put that orange flake in it, it made it look orangey. Gave it that orangey color. That small flake, guys, you can change the color or something with the small flake. Alright, I see a couple of these didn't come. This is what I was telling you. Alright, that done okay. Alright. That one's good. For some reason, I seen one here somewhere. They all look good, but one. Here it is. I don't know if the air bubble's doing this or what. And see, this didn't come out. You don't have the green pumpkin light on all. And that's what you got to be careful of. I'm going to give me a dual injector. That's my next thing. The rest of them look all right. Here's one that flipped over. Now, y'all seen that I done the bottom. How? This is the bottom. How does a green pumpkin end up on the bottom of that one? All right. See, that one's no good. I'm saying I get a few every time. It's no good. So, all right. And the rest of them are fine. But I usually have at least 2 every time. It don't come out well. But the heat's got to be right. If you get air in it, it don't work good. I'm getting there. All right. But the only problem I've had, I said fishing these once in a while, is after I catch 2 or 3 fish, sometimes they'll separate a little bit, or it would tear. The hook would tear on it. So, look, you're getting them free. So if you have one that tears on you, I'm sorry, you didn't have to pay for them. You're getting them free. But like I say, if you get it too hot, then they mix. Let me give you an example. This one, this is black and blue. All right, I made them the other day. We haven't done anything with them yet. But you can see, if you get too hot, the black goes down in it too far. And sometimes the black even takes over. So, all right. I thought I had another one I was going to show you that's bad, but I can't find it. I'm not going to dig for it. All right. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a few more. So I'll make sure I have enough to send you. And you can catch fish on them. And I'm going to do a video probably with both of these, the Willowtail and the one. I'll probably do 2 separate videos. But look, you put a number down between 1 and 150, and whoever gets closest to the number that going over. If the number is 100 and you put 101, you went over. So whoever gets close enough to that number that going over is going to win. Hey, I had somebody last week, this week, somebody hit it right on the head again. They got the number exactly. I write the number down when I edit the video in a notebook I've got. I wrote the name. I write the name of the video and a number on the right side column. And when Wednesday nights, I sit down and look and see who won, and write their name down there, who the winner is. So I don't know. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 weeks, guys. Sometimes a month before I put a video out for the catches. I'm making as many as I can. Right now, I'm trying to stack them up. I think I've made 5 this week. And I'm trying to stack them up, guys, because January is going to be tough. Somebody asked me one time, Dennis, you sandbagging stuff. You know, some of this stuff is older. I've got to, because January could be tough. We might even be able to fish in January here. It's hit and miss. Sometimes it gets cold enough that we get ice around the edges. And, you know, I ain't tough as I used to be. If it don't get up above about 38, that's usually my marker. If it don't break 38, I don't go. All right, guys. Put your number down. Appreciate each and every one of you. Fishing Lake Country. My name is Dennis. Appreciate you. And got a video coming. Watch the clips coming. Gonna be fishing with these baits. I don't think I need a net for this one. All right, this is one of the smaller ones that's back in there. I need another one of those big ones. He ain't very big at all, guys. He's 18, I guess, 7 inches. 7 inches. That was the next cast after I cut the camera off, guys. But like I said, I don't run the camera all the time. I got to edit this stuff, and it's a job, isn't it? If you run the camera all the time, you got to go through and slice it and cut it. And it's easier if I have like 3 or 4 or 5 minute clips. I can go through and cut the front off, cut the back off, and I can slice it if I need to. I just find it easier. A couple of them will pay attention to me. I just had another one follow me. Some of them don't even move. I'm gonna give them a couple more shots. Then we'll go see if we can find some more. Gosh, it's like a nice one. God, I don't see, but yeah, I had Mason folded my net up. That was nice of him, but I don't. Lost him, guys. That was a big one. Lost him trying to get the net, just holding to him. I just holding to him. He just wasn't hooked good, evidently. Ain't but a couple here, guys. I'm really not getting a good reading either. I'm telling you, I've had so many problems. I've been off all week to fish, and the lake's up, which y'all know that. There's a nice one here too. See, I got my net right here. I can grab it like that. That's why I like my net right there where I can grab it. That's a nice one too. It's only about 6 fish here. The lake's up. Some of the docks you can't fish underneath of. I'm gonna get away from this dock. Y'all gonna see that in some of the videos. Look at bait fell right out of his mouth, guys. And I'm not trying to be a whiny baby, but it's been disgusting, I reckon, what I'm trying to say. I got a week off to fish, and the lake, y'all can see the lake's dirty. We had a bunch of rain. They've been dumping water out of Kerr Lake, so the lake's up. Some of the docks, I found crappie on some docks that you can't even cast on it because the water's up level with the band board, you know, y'all know what a band board is. Look at that one, guys. So I'm not trying to be a too whiny baby about it, but isn't that a nice one? Look how thick he is. Got a little touch of black on him right there. He's thick, isn't he? Alright guys, that's a 12-inch fish. He's 11 3/4 to 12 inches. Good one to start with. The one I lost was just as big. Like I said, I hadn't got my net out yet, and that was my dumbness. Mason's a good kid. He put it away for me. He folded it up and had it put away, and I didn't get it out. Here's what I usually do when I start fishing, guys. I put it right there like that, and I didn't do that this morning. To add to that, my trolling motor will not turn left. It won't turn this way, right, I mean. It'll turn this way, and then it locks up. I got to stop and unlock it. Keep playing with it, get it to unlock. And you know, I contact them. This is November, guys. This is Thanksgiving week. That's why I was off this week. I just took the whole week off, because last year I caught a bunch of fish this week. And the area that I caught them in last year, I went up the other day, and it's mud, and the river's up, and it's just mud. I didn't even try. I think I'm gonna go back up there in the morning, see if it's gotten any better first thing. So it's been a scramble this week, and I wanted to make a video every day so I could stack some up, sandbag them if you want to call it that, for January. Because January gets tough here, and I might, you know, like I said in other videos, guys, it gets a little tough, and we get some days it's only 35 to 40 degrees, some nights down in the teens, you know, and we get a little ice on the edge sometimes. You know, we're Southern Virginia, it don't get too bad, but it can. I've seen it freeze over back in the coves. All right, let's see if we can get up here and catch another one off of it. So I was trying to sandbag some videos, so when I can't get out and fish, I have something for y'all to watch and take a guess on. I got, oh, well, it's got a blue spot in it, but it don't matter. It's pearl belly. If y'all can see it, I'm holding it close. It's green pumpkin, black flake with orange flake. And evidently it's got one purple, one green flake. I have no idea where that green flake come from. Probably off the table where I was making something else. Probably didn't clean the table good enough. Or could have been in the cup, stuck in the bottom of the cup. I clean the cups, and sometimes I see little flakes stuck in them. It's about 10 right here. And I'll show them to you here in a second. Let me get back under here. I got to unzip my clothes, guys. I got a lot of clothes on. It's cool. It's still cool here in the mornings. It's supposed to be 60 today. All right. Let me tap the back of the camera. Y'all can see right there. Right there they are. I fished this dock about 2 weeks ago, and I caught a couple here. Got one toying with me now. He don't follow me. Here's why. I'm gonna tell you the biggest reason I hated losing that fish. That one butt me. Is, I said this before in other videos too, guys. I don't know, I repeat myself sometimes, but sometimes you got people that watch just one video. They don't watch all, they don't keep up with me. I appreciate you guys that keep up with and watch all of them. I see your comments. I know who you are, and I appreciate you. Once you catch one or two or three off of a dock like this on this lake, they get harder to catch, and sometimes I have to switch colors to catch them. Well, don't want to pour a catch like that, like this, where I'm trying to catch them all in one color. That's kind of, you know, defeats the purpose, right? But that's a pointer tip for you guys. I was gonna say a pointer. I don't know if that sounds good or not. A tip for you. if you catch a couple off a dock or a brush pile and they quit on you, two things you can do. Change weights of your jig. If you're using a 16th, go to a 32nd. You get a different speed in your fall, okay? Or go faster. I have switched to a 16th, what's falling faster, and get that reaction strike from them. Number two, switch colors. Switch style of bait. If you're using a shad body, switch to a willow tail or switch to a slab tail. That's what I was trying to think of yesterday. I was trying to talk about a jig, a slab tail. That's a good bait too. If y'all ever used them. This is a small one. He ain't a baby, he's a small one. And guys, I'm on a dock I haven't fished since spring. I'm trying to stay in. Hey, good gosh. These bones right here on the bottom, I swing them around, I swing them around sometimes and they get me. All right, I'm trying to stay in the creek that I live in. Since I'm handicapped, and I might have to move. We'll see. And just trying to find some, and hopefully I catch enough big ones to show y'all enough of the big ones. But I've been catching them. I've been catching the nice one. I think I've caught a 15-inch crappie almost every day this week. So it's just a matter of finding the bigger crappie, guys. You know, you get into a school, little ones like this, you catch a couple. I see a couple in this school that look a little bigger, so you give those a chance to hit you. And if they don't, you move on if you want to catch bigger fish. That didn't hit me the first cast, so I mean, that's a good sign. All right, I'm not back there far enough. Got another one, guys, off the same dock. I'll tell you how I lose fish like I lost that big one this morning. I lose them trying to cut the GoPro on sometimes. I'm fighting the fish and I'm reaching up on my chest to cut the GoPro on, and I can't reel, so I'm just holding. And that's what happened when I lost that big one this morning. I was just holding, trying to grab the net. If you keep them coming at you, you got a better chance of not losing the fish, even if it's not hooked good. If you keep him coming, you keep that momentum, that bite, a little bit of bite you got with that hook. But when you stop and give him a chance to flop around, he's not a bad one. He's probably just under a keeper. He's probably 9 inches. He's a little bit bigger than the first one. What I've got to do is get back under this dock in an angle like that. I hit the edge of that. See that white thing sticking down the bumper? I done hit that thing a couple times. I got to go between it, either this side and coming in this way. They're right there between those two bumpers. And they're like 3 feet apart, and there's a post there too. Bam. I was that one cheated on me. I was spraying my reel. I noticed it didn't cast good last couple times. I said, let me get some reel magic on that line. When I got my cast out, I started spraying and reeling, spraying and reeling. He bit. He wasn't supposed to bite. I was getting my line. If you're casting on these docks, guys, oops, I'm gonna get my hook in my finger. I got it. I got the jig loose and I rehooked it. There it is. He is a small one. He's about 7 inches by the size of the first one I caught here. If you having trouble getting on these docks or something skipping, I use P line, FloroClear, but you can use, there's other good lines on the market. You want a good limp line, Triton XL is hard to beat. 4-pound test now. And then what I do, let me get the slime off my hands. What I'll do is I spray it with FloroClear. Spray it with Real Magic. I can say it. And you won't believe the difference it makes. I use real snot too. That does good too. You ever heard of that? That does good. Got him out neat there. Oh, this is a nice one too. Came back to this same old dock, guys. I've caught so many nice fish off this dock. I had to come back to it today. Going this porta catch with this bait. Just trying to find a bigger fish. So I've caught quite a few fish today, but it's all been small. This is a nice one. Bam! What a hog! Great time of day. And this, bait fell out in his mouth. That's why I net him. Great time of day, guys. Let me make sure y'all recording. What do y'all think of that one? Look how thick he is. Woo-wee! Woo-wee! I've caught a 15-incher, I think, every day this week but one. Oh my goodness. He's about 15 and right at 15 and a half. We'll give him 15 and a half. He's right at that area. He might be a touch under 15.5. He's right there at the 15.5. Whew! Great day. Let me release him, and I'll show y'all what I caught him on. Thank you, sir. Threw water up my face. Wow, that makes me happy, guys. Cause I'll tell you one thing. Y'all seen? Oops! I get a hook in my fancy pants here. My stretchy pants. And it's not much wind this morning. That's why I came here again. I didn't come here the other day I was fishing because it's too windy. And the wind was blowing toward the dock. And this is a tough place to fish in because this one's all the braces. That's what I was using. Pearl belly, green pumpkin. Hey, look, it's got the green dot on it. Now, hey, this is proof. I showed y'all that quite a few fish ago, didn't it? That green dot. So I don't know how it got in there. And you know why this? I said some of these jigs ain't been lasting as long. I said this in a porta catch I think when I was pouring, because they're separating from the color. Now this one's trying to separate a little bit. See right there, a little crack in it. I'm not getting the best bond right there, and I'm heating it to about 325 to 330 when I do that process. If I get it too hot, the green pumpkin will overtake the pearl and it all mixes up. I've got a bag full. I call them misfits. I call them the misfits. I got some with me. I'm going to make a video with the misfits, and y'all will understand them when I show those to you. It looks like you just took the two colors and mixed them together and poured them. That's what it looks like. There's a little bit of green, one color, that color. I've been calling them the misfits, putting them in separate bags. I'm gonna do a video with them because I don't think it makes any difference. But I'm having the trouble getting a good bond there sometimes. So when y'all get these, and when them separates on you, I said this in the video when I was making them the other night. They're free, so don't fuss at me. But some of y'all that pour probably been having the same problem too, but they've been doing okay. You see how many fish I can. Here's the secret I was going to show you. Bam! Look, I cut that lead collar off. Now I don't always. I got another rod here. All I got left it on there because the lead collar on that jig was real small and the little point was very small. But I'm telling you, once you bust the nose of this bait, you can't keep it up, can you? Super glue, guys. There you go. You can see it ain't a bunch of them. There's a couple right here close to the front. You see there's a couple right there. But it's some there. Now, I'm gonna show you something about them braces. That right here, see that right there? I don't think that's a fish. I think it's a brace. If you look, you see it kind of. Let me turn the gain up. I might help it too. Oh, wait a minute, Dennis. I hit the wrong button. Now, see this fuzz right here and right there? That's going up, that's going down. That's part of the X. Some of this right here is part of the X maybe. But those are fish right there. Those are fish right there. You can see a little bit of it. It's kind of fuzzy looking. But it doesn't show it up good as you think. I mean, maybe because, I don't know. I don't understand why. If y'all, anybody knows livescope, understand why the brace ain't showing up the good. Now I can see it better right here, right now. Once I got back a little further. See right here? Alright. But they go all the way down. Hey folks. Gonna do an outro for you. This is the bait I was throwing. I just came in from fishing, okay? This is one I was throwing with the shad body. This is called a Stinger Shad. And it's a mold came from Jacob's Bait Molds. And you see me pour them at the beginning. And I'm doing pretty good. Some, like I said in the video, sometimes I have a little separation, but it's all in the temperature of the plastic. You've got to get it hot enough to bond them and not too hot to make a mess, okay? All right, appreciate you. Appreciate you watching, subscribing. I'm going to show you one more thing. I don't have one laying here. But look, if you take and cut that barb off like that, all right, you'll get more distance out of your baits. I think I caught all those fish on the same one, on the same shad, okay? Because I hear people saying that they're losing baits, and not just my baits, other brand baits too. They go through them. I fish with people, every time I look around, they're changing baits. What's wrong? That one's busted. Well, you're gonna bust some up, but that barb, that lead barb on there, that's what busts them up. When you got a bait that's only that diameter, and look how big that barb is, something gotta give, right? Cut that barb off, you'll get more distance on it. And if you don't like your bait pulling down, put a shot of super glue on it. Guys, appreciate each and every one of you. Put your number down, 1 through 150. Somebody's gonna win a pack of these shad, okay? I mail that every week, getting great comments, people commenting back about catching fish on them, how well they like them. That's what it's all about, guys. A chance for y'all to win some baits. Appreciate it, guys. See you next time on Fishing Lake Country.